Welcome to the channel. The name is Ghostbuster29, and today we'll be going over the bonuses and discounts for the week of October 16th, running from today, October 16th, until October 22nd. The podium vehicle will be the Professor Neon. This week's prize ride challenge is to place in the top 5 in the LS Car Meet series for 3 days in a row. The prize ride vehicle is the Daytona Jarvis V6. The test ride vehicles are the Vapid Bullet, the Dubai Rapid GT Classic, and the Gante Stinger. And the premier test ride is the Ubermont Sentinel XS. This week's salvage yard robberies are going to be for the Duggan robbery, the Albany Bitham with the LS Penders plate, which is claimable. For the podium robbery, it is the Type Z. And for the Dane Banner robbery, the Bugatti Corset. Which personally I would say, if you don't own a Bitham, which you can see right here, I personally have had one since last year's Halloween event, I would definitely recommend it to you to make it look like the actual one from Ghostbusters. This week's FIB priority file is the Fine Arts file. This week's challenge is to win one adversary mode to unlock the brown vintage werewolf mask and receive $200,000 in-game. Required to the Vinewood Undead collection. Boatin Eva Shane is one of the vehicles this week at the vehicles at the luxury autos is going to be the Eva Shane. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And the Dante LSCM Cheetah Classic. The vehicles this week at Simeon's Premier Deluxe Motorsports is the Overlot Lotus, the Vapid Piote Gasser, the Albany Franklin Stage, the Classic Tornado Hot Rod, and the Romero Hearst, which the last 3 are all 30% off this week. Bonuses for this week: complete the first 3 weeks of the weekly challenges of this month to receive the Vinewood Undead collection in time for Halloween. Log in to receive the green vintage devil mask. Complete a business battle crate to receive the orange vintage witch mask. 3 times GTA and RP this week is going to be the Halloween Community Series. Double times GTA Dollars and RP is going to be Slasher, which will be 4 times for GTA Plus members, Ghost Disposed collectibles, and the Acid Lab cell missions. Discounts for this week. Free for all players will be the Halloween Mask. 30% off will be the LCC Santas, the Alberndi Lucier will be 30% off this week. The Alberndi Franklin Stage is going to be 30% off this week. The Classic Tornado Hot Rod will be 30% off. The Chariot Romero Hurst is 30% off this week. The Arena War outfits are also 30% off this week. The MTL Red Cage 6x6 for the Acid Lab will be 30% off. Side note, if you do the DATS missions, you do the first ones, you can unlock the Brits Broadcade 6x6 and actually get it for free for completing them, which would be a good idea because the Acid Lab is right now production or sales is double money. The Ubermont Atrash is 30% off this week. The Vapid ALU-10 is 30% off this week. The Ubermont Cypher is 30% off this week. The Charon Tactical Aqua is 30% off this week. The Jobolt Howard Custom will be 30% off this week. Which will be for the Mobile Operation Command Center. The Brute Armored Botsville is 30% off this week. The Sergo is 30% off this week. The Pegasus Toro is 30% off this week. And finally, the Gallivant Bauer LWB is 30% off this week, which would be both the rare version and the armored version will be on sale. This week's gun van inventory will be the Tactical SMG Railgun, which will be 40% off this week. Compact EMP launcher.
Now that right there will make an impression.
The Shotter, which will be 50% off for GTA Plus members.
That's black market only.
The Widowmaker, which will also be 50% off for GTA Plus members. And side note, the Tactical SMG is 30% off for GTA Plus members.
Only sold by yours truly.
The Up and Atomizer, which will be 50% off for GTA Plus members and 10% off for Redder members, for other people, for anybody else. Which I would recommend if you do sales and you don't already have one, to pick one up. It comes in handy.
We'll find that in ammunition.
And the Unholy Hellbringer will be the end of your weapons available in the gun van this week. Your throwables will be sticky bombs, proximity mines, and Molotov cocktails. And that is the inventory in this week's gun van. Please like and subscribe and have a good day. And a side note, there will be no video for next week due to the fact that I will be on vacation